All right, let's jump right in. We live in a world of clicks, right? We search, we find, we hit buy. But have you ever really stopped and thought about what happens after that click? What we're going to explore today is how digital technology is completely rewriting the rulebook on ownership, turning what used to be the end of the road into the start of a brand new journey.
Seriously, think about it for a second. For most things you buy, once the money changes hands, the conversation with the company that made it just stops. The line goes dead, you're on your own. But what if that wasn't a good buy? What if it was just the beginning of a conversation that never has to end?
Okay, so to really understand where we're going, we've got to first look at the old, kind of broken model. Let's just call it the end of the line.
It all starts out simple enough. You need something, you find it, you buy it. It's a super straightforward process we've all done a million times.
And bam, almost immediately. That's it. It's over. In the old way of doing things, the relationship just ends right there at the sale. They've got your money, you've got their product, and you both go your separate ways.
And here's where it all falls apart. This isn't just a kind of unsatisfying experience for you, it's a total dead end. For you, the customer, you're left flying solo with no support. For the business, it's a massive missed opportunity for loyalty, for new ideas, for more revenue, and, for the planet, well, it's a one-way ticket to the landfill.
But what if we could bend that straight line into a circle? This is where things get really, really interesting. Welcome to the new customer loop, and it's all powered by digital.
So here's the big shift in thinking. The old linear model was a one-way street. Buy, use, dispose, that's the end of the story. But the circular model, it turns that street into a roundabout, a continuous loop of value. You buy, you use, you repair, you reuse, and then you recycle. The whole goal is to keep products and materials in the game for as long as humanly possible.
So what's the magic ingredient here? What's the engine driving this massive change? It's digital technology. Think about it. Apps, sensors, online platforms. They're the glue holding this all together. They're the tools that let a company stay connected to its product and to you through its entire life, turning that dead end into a truly endless loop.
Now, I know this might sound a little abstract, so let's make it super concrete. We're going to follow the journey of a fictional operations manager. His name's Alex, and we're going to see how this actually plays out in the real world.
So meet Alex. He works for a big agricultural company, and he just bought a new piece of gear, a smart flow pump. His story is the perfect example of how all these little digital touchpoints can create this seamless, sustainable experience from the second he buys it all the way to its end of life.
All right, let's walk through this with him. Alex's journey with his new pump isn't just one moment. It's a whole life cycle. It kicks off with onboarding, then it moves into maintenance and repair, then it opens up a chance for an upgrade and reuse, and finally, it ends with responsible recycling. And every single stage is connected by these digital tools. It starts the moment he gets it. Alex downloads the SmartFlow app and boom, he gets instructions and registers the warranty, just like that. The app basically becomes his co-pilot, sending him little tips on how to use it best. A few months later, a notification pops up, time for a maintenance check. He books it in like 10 seconds. When a part eventually wears out, the app helps him find an upgrade and even sell his old one on their digital marketplace. And when something is truly at its end, the app shows him exactly where to take it for recycling. See? It's a complete, connected journey.
And this is where it gets really powerful. Alex actually uses the app's augmented reality guide to fix a problem himself. Now, this isn't some gimmick. For a business like his, downtime is everything. It costs real money. This tech empowers him to solve problems on his own, which makes repairing it way more attractive and a lot faster than just replacing the whole thing.
Okay, so Alex's experience is pretty slick, right? But how does the system know what he needs, sometimes even before he does? Let's pop the hood and look at the engine that's running behind the scenes. So how is all this proactive, helpful stuff even possible? Well, it's not magic. It's really about two things: super smart data and a totally new way of thinking about what a product even is.
The whole system really stands on two pillars. First up is personalization, which is all about tailoring the experience specifically to Alex and how he uses the pump. And second, there's customer analytics, which is like the brain of the operation, gathering all the deep insights to make that personalization actually useful.
At the heart of this is something called a digital product passport. You can think of it like a living, breathing document for the pump. It's got everything: what materials it's made from, its entire repair history, even who owned it before if it was refurbished. This creates total transparency and builds a ton of trust for everyone in the system.
So remember when Alex needed that upgrade? How did SmartFlow know? Well, that's personalization. By analyzing the data from the pump, the system's predictive analytics could see his needs were growing. It didn't just wait for him to complain. It proactively suggested a better model and gave him a way to resell his old one. That's the huge shift, moving from reactive service to truly anticipating what a customer needs.
Now, if you zoom out, you can see how customer analytics is the brain of the entire operation. By understanding how all their customers are using these pumps, the company can optimize everything. This data helps them build better recycling programs, offer smarter maintenance schedules, and even track the environmental footprint of their entire product line. It's a system that literally learns and gets more efficient and sustainable over time.
So what's the big picture here? Why is this massive shift from a straight line to a circle so important, especially right now? Ultimately, what this whole thing creates is a powerful triple win. It's a win for the businesses. They get new revenue streams and build incredible loyalty. It's a win for the customers. They get more convenience, more value, and products that actually last. And most importantly, it's a huge win for the planet, all thanks to longer product lives, less waste, and a much smarter way of using our resources.
You know, this whole shift really asks us to rethink our entire relationship with the stuff we own. It challenges that whole idea of an end of life for a product. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. What if end of life wasn't the end at all? What if it was just the beginning of the next chapter?